Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Saladino. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of trailers that I watched last week or recently. The first one is the HBO Last of Us adaptation, which, I've already talked about this in a previous video, and I've said several times on this channel that Last of Us 2 is the reason why I started the channel in the first place and why I'm blackpilled and anti-SJW, etc., etc. This trailer doesn't look bad, though. If I wasn't so hardcore against Naughty Dog, against the casting, I might be interested. Maybe. If there wasn't an issue about, the way that they decided to race swap Joel, and then looking at the latest trailer, you've got Native Americans in it all of a sudden. You've got more Latin people and little dumb things like, I guess Sam and Henry is in the trailer as well. And Sam looks like a little toddler now. He looks like he's like 4 or 5. It just looks silly. But if I didn't have a hang up about getting adaptations right, and if I didn't have an issue with Druckmann and Naughty Dog being pricks, I'd probably check it out, at least the first episode, the same way I, years ago when The Walking Dead came out. I had read much of this series up to that point. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of the trades, so I read a bunch of them, decided to check out the first episode of Walking Dead, but was really just annoyed with how many changes that were made, so I just stopped watching it. And, I can see The Last of Us. And I said this in a previous video. Last of Us looks like The Walking Dead. I can see this doing well with most people. So yeah, I don't have a lot more to say about the show anymore. I don't know if I'm going to say or comment on anything unless I hear something egregious. Like I heard about, what was it? It looks like Sarah is a mixed race child. She's black in Latinx now, that goes along with Joel being Latinx. And, I just find that such a shitty thing to do. And it's, it doesn't serve any purpose to the show. They just were like, no white men. Because they wanted to get Blade, Mahershala Ali. I'm always mispronouncing that dude's name, but they wanted to get him. And when he turned it down, they went ahead and got Pablo Escobar to play Joel. And so, yeah, I think it will do well. It looks pretty good. They do this thing where they take, a popular song like Take On Me, and they make it all bombastic and orchestral and dramatic. They do that in the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer too, but not with Take On Me. And it's funny because, Take On Me is a reference to Last of Us Part 2. That was a very lovely moment in Last of Us Part 2 where Ellie sings to Dina, Take On Me. But, that was one of the few. Well, actually, everything up until when you have to play as Abby, even with Joel getting his head bashed in, I accept it. And I actually enjoyed a lot of it. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I hate this moment.
If she so much as twitches,
Yeah. Yeah, this really fucking sucks. It sucks because instead of playing it straight and really, that scene is important in the video game, right? It shows why they want her taken out of the city to begin with. She's immune to the fucking cordyceps virus. And it's played straight and dramatic in the game. But here in the show, they're doing these stupid MCU snark bullshit. Even though when she says, I think they were impressed with the fact that I didn't turn into a monster. And especially given that the circumstances of how she was even bitten is, troublesome for her. It's a big deal for her. It's not just, I was bit by a monster and I got away. It's she lost her friend, that at the same time that happened, when that happened. And that's something that she's carried with her all the way to the end of the first game, which is why that ending is so perfect. And all they do is they MCU the stupid thing. And I wonder, there was another scene where she's talking to the Native American people and she's like, we're not scared of anything. Or, you can't scare us off. That's not Ellie exactly. And I'm wondering if they're going to make her like insufferable in it. Not that it matters, I'm not going to watch it. So if they make her insufferable, they just make her insufferable. I already don't like the casting choice. So yeah, I also watched the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Guardians of the Galaxy is probably the only MCU movie that I still have interest in.
No matter what happens next,
I haven't watched the holiday special, but I'm probably going to check that out, and I'm probably going to watch this film. Officially, the MCU ended with Endgame for me, but I love the Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy films, and I love them in particularly Infinity War. The most notable thing about this trailer to me, besides the fact that it looks like they're gonna kill your boy Rocket, which I probably would feel more sad about that if he wasn't such a piece of shit in the Guardians of the Galaxy video game, which is actually a really good game. But he was terrible in that game.
Our whole lives.
He was awful. He was saying horrible things to Peter about, some of the elements of that story. But yeah, it looks like he's going to probably die in this. But the notable thing besides that is this musical track. I was sitting there thinking, what is this? Is this Get in the Ring by Guns N' Roses? But no, it's not. It's In the Meantime by Spacehog. And this is the first time that I realized, I've heard that Spacehog song before, but this is the first time I realized that it sounds like Get in the Ring, at least this part of it. And I was thinking, they're doing another Guns N' Roses song? That doesn't make any sense. But it's not a Guns N' Roses song. But look. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who can hear it, or I'm the only one who does hear it because I'm nuts. But the Guns N' Roses song came out in like 1991, Spacehog came out in 95, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were subconsciously influenced by that track or something, I don't know. But yeah, this trailer does for In the Meantime, this glorious and bombastic thing, what The Last of Us trailer does for Take On Me. So, yeah, this is pretty funny.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few.
I do not think our fine will be paid today.
You don't say.
Guys, Corell's ship is right there. We just need to...
What? What do we need to do, Quill? A whole bunch of whacked out space cops just tried to vaporize us. And you want to go looking for a rematch? Because your girlfriend might be in trouble?
That's not what I'm doing, and she's not my girlfriend.
Could have fooled me.
Rocket! The only thing that this is about is getting our ship back. We find Corell, and then none of this is our problem anymore.
You're right. It won't be our problem anymore. Because we didn't sign up to be run around halfway across the galaxy by a cop-loving human.
Come on. Seriously, Corell?
Join the Guardian, she said. It'll be good for your mental health, she said.
All right. Listen to Flark up. Groot and I are getting off this Dast Rock. Anyone who'd like a ride can follow us. Everyone else can go to hell.
I prefer the rodents plan.
Is there any...
Why the scut would we want to do that?
There could be survivors aboard. Or more of those... whatever they're...